championship fight. Live from Pesaro, Italy. The challenger for the WBC Featherweight Championship is from the Philippines, Felipe Clemente. He is trying to take the title away from heavy punching Danny Lopez, Little Red, on the right. In the furniture showroom, it's the Quartiere Fiestico del Mobile, but tonight, a championship fight. In a short time, Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar, what do you think of this fight between these two, Fel Clemente and Danny Lopez?
But I would say a very interesting fight, especially in the early rounds.
Italian war whoop, anyway.
You know, but I felt the pressure just by talking to both guys, and it's really, the crowd's really up.
Not many Indians around Pesaro. A lot of pasta, but not the flag of Italy. Flag of the Philippines. There's Fel Clemente. In his corner will be his manager, Dave Thompson. Leonardo Maccarelli. Giusti right there. The referee on the over his man. Clemente, of course, is not the favorite. Number 9 WC contender. As recently, center of the ring, with 41 fights, has averaged 4.5 rounds per fight. Whew. Gone 15 only once to win the title from David Cote. Lopez on the right against the challenger, Fel Clemente, here in Pesaro, Italy, on the Adriatic Riviera, as the folks call it here. Bud Collins with Sugar Ray Leonard.
Well, as I said, Clemente seems to be a counterpuncher, but the fact that he's still coming towards Lopez, and Lopez packs a punch in our right hand.
Clemente weighs in at 125 3/4. Lopez 125 1/2. The limit, of course, 126. Featherweights, the WBC Championship. Lopez at his fifth defense, and Clemente coming after him.
Dan is pretty slow about bringing his left hand back, and the fact that he drops it once in a while, that's the reason he gets hit with those right hands.
Lopez with a right uppercut. Lopez with his back to us. Lives now in Alhambra. Clemente, pretty good left hand, catches a left from Lopez. Clemente holding his own okay. Sugar Ray?
I noticed that Danny, he maintains his composure. He keeps his cool at all times.
Good right hand if you're scoring at home. 10-point must. System. Clemente, I think, is winning the round. Felipe Clemente has had a long trip. Came in from the Philippines. Clemente has held the Orient Championship. Lopez, good left. Two little hurricanes. Clemente with his back to us. Fel Clemente against the champion, Danny Lopez. Pesaro, the building holds about 5,000, perhaps 2/3 filled. $31 top price at ringside. Whoops! Half a minute to go in the round. Starting right out, working hard right in the first round, Sugar Ray. About 10 seconds to go in the opening round. 15 rounds or fewer for the WBC title. In the corner, Danny Lopez, his manager, Benny Giorgio. And here, David Thompson on the left, the manager of Fel Clemente. Thompson discovered Clemente on a trip to the Philippines. Thompson's wife is a Filipino. Two men, 26 years old, the champion on the left. Now he's on the right, Lopez. The dangerous knockout puncher.
I would say in the first round, Clemente confused Danny because his style is unorthodox. He has a very unusual style. And the fact that as the rounds progress, I'm pretty sure that Danny will figure him out.
He seems to figure everybody out with those hands like bricks. Clemente on the right. Ooh. Number 13 contender, but a good right uppercut by Clemente. Lopez noted as a slow starter. He's won 14 straight fights.
That was a good solid right hand by Clemente.
Clemente sneaks in a left to the chin, comes over with the right. Pretty good combination. Clemente. 1/3 of the second round gone. Danny Lopez on the right. Pesaro, Italy. It's coming to you live just after 9 in the evening in Italy. Lopez, winner, 38 of 41 fights, 878 slugging percentage. 87% of those fights have ended in knockouts in favor of Lopez.
You can see Lopez's experience is coming on strong now. In the early rounds, like I say, he's very slow-paced.
8th year as a professional. Danny Lopez, a low shot by Clemente. Good right to the belly by Clemente. A minute to go in round 2. And Fel Clemente doing his job sprightly with the punches. Good left underneath. Lopez. Lopez won the title 1976, the only time he's gone 15 over David Cote, the Ghanaian. Ooh, he jolted Lopez a bit. Right-left combination by Fel Clemente as they go down the stretch in round 2. Clemente, a good left hand off the right eyebrow. Sugar. So the second round coming to an end here in Pesaro, Italy. Back in Pesaro, Italy, the champion, Danny Lopez on the right. Fel Clemente, a Filipino you may not have heard much about, but he's gone 2 rounds. And Sugar Ray Leonard, I think he's ahead.
I'll put him ahead because he's throwing a lot of combinations, and he's being the aggressive now.
It's a 10-point must. The winner of the round gets 10 points. The loser, 9 or fewer. The referee, Guillermo Ayon, Mexican middleweight in his day. You see him in the back. Clemente coming right at Lopez. Clemente did not have much time to prepare for this fight, but he's showing you he knows how to box. What do you like about Clemente, Sugar?
I look at Clemente, and his style is made to order for Lopez because he's born in, he's staying on top of Lopez, he's beat him to the punch.
A little awkward to fight the way he goes down like a crab, isn't he?
Well, it's very hard to fight a guy like that. And the fact that his punches is coming from all angles, all directions.
About a minute 45 to go in the third round. Danny Lopez, his 5th defense of the WBC Featherweight Championship. And he is not a man who likes to stay around long. Been rid of most of his opponents in under 5 rounds.
I noticed Danny would take a few punches to give a few punches back.
He
and
says
what's so good about the fact he's not easy to cut.
Lopez does offer his face for attention. There's no doubt about that. Fel Clemente on the right from the Philippines. Ooh, tried to sneak in the right. Clemente coming right at him. The referee, Ayon, a Mexican, has not had much work. One judge from Nicaragua, the other an Italian. Usually the judges are superfluous in Lopez fights. Del Clemente, he's on the left, the Filipino. Looking up from a ringside camera. Clemente's having no trouble hitting Lopez, Sugar.
Well, as I said, Clemente is beginning to tire also. But he's still determined. He's still throwing some good shots.
Here's Lopez puzzled. Lopez is genuinely puzzled. Oh, good left by Lopez. And a right. Lopez is jolted. Everybody at it. Lopez. Oh, Clemente with the right. Oh, they're tangled up like tagliatelle.
Well, as we see it, both guys are really mixing it up now. And Clemente seems to be tired, but yet he's a very smart fighter. And here he comes back throwing a lot of punches. Lopez lands with the right hand, and the fact that these guys are really determined to win the title.
Oh, Clemente with that right hand. As you said, Sugar Ray, going for the title. You don't get many chances to win a championship. Del Clemente said he had only 11 days to train. He wasn't too sure, but he's doing a tremendous job. Whamming away with everything. Right hand just goes by the ear of Clemente into round 4 for the WBC Featherweight Championship. I think I'm excited.
I would say this round is going to be the turning point.
What do you mean by that, Sugar Ray?
Well, the fact Danny seems to be pretty much conditioned, whereas that Clemente seems to be tired now.
Clemente's left eye is not in very good shape. Seems to be closing.
Well, we have a term in boxing saying go for broke, and this is exactly what Clemente is doing. He's going for broke.
Right hand by Clemente. See if we can look at that left eye of Clemente. Lopez has been pounding it with the right hand, and it is closing. Would you say so, Sugar Ray?
I would say so, and the fact that Danny, with his experience, he's aiming for that eye.
2 minutes to go in the 4th round. Lopez. Oh, good right by Lopez on that eye again and again.
By left eye is going to be a handicap for Clemente.
Uh-oh.
Because what's happening, it blinds the guy. He can't barely see, and he can't see the punches, especially coming from the left side.
So now, even though Clemente may be ahead on points, it's turning toward Lopez. The weight of punch of Danny Lopez is being felt by Del Clemente, a gritty featherweight from the Philippines. Islands have sent us many good little fighters. Dato Marino, Elisha Lourdes.
Danny seems to have a cut over his right eye.
Now blood on both fighters, and is it Lopez who's cut? On his nose near the right eye?
It looks over just above the right eye.
Yeah, both men are cut, I think. Now, Memo Ayon, the referee, taking... Uh-oh.
I would say an accidental headbutt.
A butt. That's what Ayon is calling it. The referee. A butt, which has opened up the champion, Danny Lopez. Here comes the doctor, Dr. Rafael Fusaro. The clock has been stopped. Dr. Fusaro, there he is. The ring doctor here. And that is really a rip, Sugar Ray.
It seems to be a pretty deep gash, bud.
The champion in trouble. He wants to continue, of course. If this had happened in the first round, could have been a technical draw, but now and the doctor, Fusaro, has given advice to the referee which we do not know.
from the look of the cut, it's pretty bad. I would say.
Well, let's look at Clemente. Is he cut as well?
Well, he's pretty banged up. His
On
face.
the left side, there's
Yeah.
Clemente, I believe, is gashed. They must have come together with heads.
Well, the left eye is from
The
straight right
doctor,
hand.
Rafael Fusaro, the commissioned doctor, tough position. You don't like to stop a champion because he's not dazed or anything like that, but has left little red, very red, with his blood and that of Clemente. The clock is not running. We're in the fourth round. Pesaro, Italy. Not expected at all. Lopez a heavy favorite over Clemente, who is now being attended. Double duty for the doctor, who has been all around this ring. Bud Collins with Sugar Ray Leonard in Pesaro, Italy. A patch job underway on both fighters. We're on the east coast of Italy, Adriatic coast, a summer resort principally of about 100,000 people. Now the beach is barren. The surf rolls in. Nobody pays any attention. And these two men rolled in against each other. Obviously, they locked heads. In the ring, 20 by 20 ring. In the midst of the fourth round, they wanted to continue. Jackie McCoy serving as the cut man for Danny Lopez. The crowd, of about 3,000, I would say. This is the 39th title fight to be held in Italy, but the first in Pesaro. The first one, way back in the 30s, involved Panama Al Brown, a bantamweight fight, beating Bernasconi, the Italian. And here he is, cleaned up now. Danny Lopez, sobered perhaps Sugar Ray Leonard by what has happened. He may be behind on points, and certainly he is gashed.
Well, it's a really bad cut, and I'm pretty sure it'd been a good fight if it had went the distance.
So, the referee, Guillermo Ayan, has advised one of the judges, Enrique Portocarrero of Nicaragua, of something, perhaps to take away points from Clemente. The other judge is Angelo Poletti, an Italian. The referee is Mexican. They're looking at the cards now. Ooh. We had not looked for anything like this. Lopez, winner of 38 of 41. The gloves seem to be coming off. Is the fight over? Let's check. The fight is over. It's an unintentional, but ruled by the referee after the first round, and so they go to the cards, Sugar Ray, as we found out at that meeting this morning, presided over. And we do not know who won until they add up the scorecards. It's as simple as that. It's a matter of rather simple arithmetic. 3 men to vote. The judges, Enrique Portocarrero of Nicaragua. You ever have any experience like this?
Well, I was butted in 7-3 by the Russian.
So Lopez retains his title. He was ahead. He'll try to get to those scorecards so we can find out. Or no. Well, it's now we're trying to find out who won. It's all confusion, as in Italy they say Che Casino. Now, the promoter, Rodolfo Sabatini, has told us that Lopez has won because Clemente was disqualified. We're going to double check that because, as you know, when we've carried other sporting events from Italy, they can be very charming here, but not always accurate. So we're going to double check that. We believe that Lopez has... I'm going into the ring. Well, it's wild in here. Yes, I do, Benny. Thank you very much. Danny Lopez, it's confusing here.
Yeah.
You are the winner.
Well, I thought I won every round big, and when my eye got cut was caused from a headbutt.
When did that happen exactly? Do you remember?
In the last round there.
The last round he came up.
And I came out and my eye was bleeding, and I
You
know
were really gashed. I know when you see it, Danny. He was bothering you, though. A lot of people thought Clemente was ahead. We thought he was giving you a difficult time.
No, he was awkward. I didn't think it was ahead, no way. I was starting to finally get to the guy when they stopped the fight.
We remarked that you were beginning to solve him. You had his left eye closed before the butt occurred. I know it was unintentional.
Right. As a matter of fact, I think his head got cut on the same when we butted heads.
He was cut as well.
I think his was from the butt, mine was from the butt, so what can you do, you know?
Were you a little worried when the fight was stopped that you might be the loser?
Well, I didn't know how they would call it, you know, if they seen the headbutt or not.
That's right.
You know,
We remarked they might go to the cards, and if the other guy was ahead, then you'd be out of luck.
Yeah, I thought I would. I don't know what the card read, but I think I was ahead on about every round, I think.
Well, you were...
Should have been, I don't know.
Would you like to fight him again?
Yeah, I'd give him another chance. That's my man.
Benny?
Yeah, sure.
He put up... Benny, Georgia?
No, I knew he would come on and he would catch up with him like he was doing. You heard him a couple of times in the third round. I thought in the fourth or fifth round he would knock him out.
Did he hurt you at all?
No, he didn't.
Not with the right hand?
No.
Seemed to puzzle you a little bit.
Yeah, he was hard to get to, really.
Hard to get to. Well, there's the champion, Danny Lopez. I'm going to try to get to Clemente. Thank you very much, and congratulations on retaining your title. You can go home. You won't have to eat Benny spaghetti much longer. Qualification of Clemente. Lopez retaining his title. What you're watching now is the Hawk, Rufus Miller, on the right from, now he's on the left, Patterson, New Jersey, against a much more experienced man. The Hawk has fought 18 times.